There is no doubt that the creation of Lagos State in 1967 was based not on a whim but on solid historical foundation. One area in Lagos that is densely populated and that receives lesser government physical presence is Orile Iganmu.
Orile, iganmu gunu, igunu ko, iganmu gunu.
Welcome to Orile iganmu, the land with a diverse culture. Sit back as we take you through the journey of our community, from the past, present, and you all can decide the future. Orile iganmu.
Orile, iganmu gunu, igunu ko, iganmu gunu, igamule.
Orile Iganmu is situated in Lagos West Senatorial District. This district houses prominent personalities who made their ways through thick and thin.
Barrister Kingsley Omose has been a very wonderful personalities we have come across in the history of Oipa.
First of all, I want to give thanks and appreciation to God for bringing us to this point. This is our 30th graduation ceremony of the OIPA free computer training. Who would believe that 15 years later, this is what the outcome will be? When we started out, we had no expectations. We did not set out to run a free computer training. What we were looking for initially was to improve the infrastructure of the Orile community. But after working on that for a while, we realized that you cannot work on infrastructure without doing anything to progress people.
It was the one that first introduced us to Chief Kate Richard, the former managing director of Promacida Nigeria Limited. Chief Kate Richard, while sitting on the board of the managing director of this great company, was the first set of companies that donate 5 new computer systems to this institute. And not that alone, Chief Kate Richard, through his magnanimous care, also donated a pickup van to OIPA. This was at the 10th years anniversaries of this organization. Chief Richard also mandated the Promacida Nigeria Limited to put the adverts in our local newsprint known as One Voice newspaper then, monthly. And this funds goes a long way in our history as it helps in producing the magazine that we distribute freely and also taking care of some of our immediate needs. Barrister Kingsley also was the one that linked us up to with Francesca Rossetti of Kinabuti. Francesca was a branch director at Kinabuti Empowerment Fashion Initiative. And ever since we've met with Francesca in 2011, it has been another tremendous opportunities in the lives of OIPA. Through Francesca Rossetti and Kinabuti, we've been able to also linked up with a lot of other corporate bodies and organizations who had in one way or the other and still assisting the organization till date.
In view of this, an association was flagged, Orile Iganmu Progressive Association.
Orile, iganmu gunu, igunu ko, iganmu gunu.
When it started as a movement, the brain behind the formation then was the people of like minds in the community coming together to agitate for the development of the community, be it in terms of road infrastructures and health, education and what have you.
This association was established on the 27th of January 2006 as Orile iganmu Progressive Movement.
A community non-governmental organization that was established as Orile iganmu Progressive Movement in 2006, but was officially registered as Orile iganmu Progressive Association, OIPA, on the 9th of January 2009.
The organization was formally registered as non-governmental, non-partisan, not-for-profit and non-religious organization on the 23rd of January 2009 as Orile iganmu Progressive Association.
Our primary aims, target was to see that the youths of this community could adequately compete with youths of any community, most especially the children that are born with silver spoons.
A resilient constituency with great potentials, whose burden is to exploit their potentials for upliftment, growth, and development of the area.
I give kudos to Orile iganmu Progressive Association for more than last 12 years. I think they will be running to around 15 years now.
The only thing I can say is to say a very big thank you to them, because they've really changed the whole community.
And that just goes to show that we can come up with homegrown solutions. We didn't have to import the faculty or the teachers. This is a homegrown solution provided within the community, for the community, and by the community. And I think that is just great. It's just beautiful.
Identifying the use of these potentials to cut across the board was a great task. However, where the mind is willing, it will have over 1,000 reasons to forge ahead. Therefore, the task is a must-achieve goal.
Moving forward, we've concluded plans to add up to some of our applications that we render here in OIPA Training Institute by including Python programming, JavaScript, and mobile apps development. This was as a result of a sponsored package put in place by Jotna Nigeria Limited to train one of our instructors, Mr. Usman Afis, who will be coming back to impart the knowledge on the teaming youths of our community.
In terms of not just leadership now, but we are looking at a physical structure for the OIPA within the community that is going to serve as a hub for everything that we want to do. And I think these are the ideas that are currently running through our minds that we will perfect. And I'm looking forward to 2024, working with the executive, interfacing with them, with the wider society, to see what we are going to be able to accomplish.
It is an organization that seeks to improve the human existence within the entire community through education, empowerment, and enlightenment, creating a neutral and conducive atmosphere for resources to be generated and redistributed among the over 1 million people living in abject poverty in the community.
To get digital capacity and mentality is quite expensive in terms of gadgets and technical know-how. Now, for the past 15 years, where Orile would have been one of the far behind community in terms of information technology, OIPA has filled the gap. That is a big one.
Even within its short existence, the organization has successfully trained well over 4,500 indigent youths through a free ICT skills acquisition program.
Everything I've learned today, I didn't go to I didn't pay a lot of money. I learned all these things through free service, through OIPA. Be it the computer stuff, be it event plan, everything that I've learned today is through OIPA.
I know some of my mates, or people that are just older than 2 or 3 few years, that have been benefactor of OIB ICT, that are gainfully employed in corporate organizations that are working, and we are proud of them.
A lot of my children here that pass out from this school, they are beneficiary of that ICT training. Apart from the ICT training, there was a day I read it that through the OIPA, a lady was given a scholarship to study PhD in the USA. That one alone is a great thing.
My name is Amina Mudubwe Ibrahim. I'm currently running an MS PhD program in biomedical engineering at Cornell University in the United States of America. A little bit into my journey, about 10 to 12 years ago, I happened to be one of the trainees at the OIPA Computer Institute, the 6th edition particularly. And I think prior to the time, only men have been, the best graduating students. And during my set, I graduated as the best student in the 6th edition.
Towards the same aim, 3 periodic capacity building trainings in leadership, social interaction, moral reamendment, value orientation, education, political and other sociocultural endeavors are organized in order to empower the inhabitants towards peaceful coexistence within the community.
My name is Goodluck Paul, and I'm in just 3, and I'm 13 years old. The course I'm learning is graphic design.
My name is Ajay Anurua. I am 13 years old.
My name is Ayodeji Adeoti, and I am a student of OIPA computer program.
I like to write code to be a software programmer.
So I have been here for like 4 months now. So I want to become a footballer. So OIP have done many things for me.
I'm actually under the graphics design program at the moment.
We have collaborated with several agencies in the country and across various divides towards achieving the noble objective of re-engineering the community for the good of every resident.
We have been working with OIPA since 2011, and since then we have done different projects, different empowerment projects, different activities in the communities, and it has always been very rewarding and very interesting how the partnership with the community has developed, how we found each other, and how we have been able throughout the years to complement each other.
So our paths crossed with OIPA about 3 years ago. I think it was at an event that our boss, Dr. Jean-Marc Rika, and his wife, Mrs. Rika, attended, and that was when they actually crossed paths with Mr. Bode of OIPA, and he expressed his concerns as regards to developing the community and the youth of the Orile community. This caught our interest, and we decided to support them. Now, I would like to say what Mr. Bode and the team are doing for OIPA is actually inspiring, and their unwavering support to that community speaks volumes in terms of who they are, or what their personalities are. Year in, year out, they've come to us and asked for support, and this is why BASF is standing firm behind them in our support to those donations as well.
Because coming in, I never thought about being the best student or not being the best student, but the fact that I was able to achieve that huge feat out of over 100 students, I think changed something in me, and I started believing more in myself, and I wanted to do more, and I feel like I wanted more out of life. And irrespective of where I come from, irrespective of my background, I started thinking that I don't want to let this define who I am or who I'm going to be one day.
Aminat Ibrahim was our very first NYSC student at BASF, interned with us for a whole year, and I can tell you till today we have no regrets. Aminat is a driven young lady. I remember when she joined us, all she wanted to do was just to add value and to learn. She was so eager to learn. When Mr. Bode also told us about Amina, we saw her profile, we couldn't resist. I mean, she came onto the team, and she learned a lot. Now, hearing that she was able to secure a full-term scholarship blew our minds.
I spoke to Mr. Bode, and I was able to intern at BASF West Africa as the first youth corps member in the organization. And I think that changed my mindset a lot, because working at BASF for me was a huge blessing, meeting with a lot of guys that, people that I could learn from, people that could mentor me, people that I never thought that I could be in the same sitting with. It was just something different. And I gained a lot from working at PSF.
It was our first NYSC candidate. Since then, we've had several, and we're just grateful that OIPA opened that door of opportunities to us at BASF.
After everything, it will be fulfilling to note that OIPA is an initiative worthy of identifying with.
The OIPA, if I start talking about them, honestly, we will not leave this place. They have affected our community positively.
I said kudos to you. 3 goes out to you this time around.
I pray that Almighty God spare our life up to then. It will be a massive one. And I believe all those past students, then, most of them will be in OIPA on that graduation day to celebrate with us in a very grand style.
Thank you, IPA. Thank you, Orile. Keep watching One Voice TV.
More innovations will be coming up through you. Amen.
All this you get from the words and the guardians of these various indigent participants.
But I never knew such program goes on here. Thanks be to God and to you all that organized the program.
ṣùgbọ́n tó wá rí ẹ̀gbọ́n tí àbúrò rẹ̀ gbọ́n gbé rọ́nà wọ́n mi fi tẹ́ mú àwọn àǹtí mi lọ tẹ́mi náà bá ti wà náà lé GSC èmi náà wá. èrò ti pọ̀ jù lọ ti ń ṣe dáàbò kúrò kọ́nà jẹ́ kí gbogbo akájèrè àwọn ọmọ wa ìlọsíwájú kó bá iléeṣẹ́ náà lágbára lọ kọ́nà máa kàn rí ìfàsẹ́yìn.
tó bá support wọn tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bá wọn pété wọn ní ṣé pé wàá ọmọ nǹkan tó ṣe báyìí wọ́n ṣe gbóhùn náà síbẹ̀ nìyẹn so mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run.
Long live Nigeria, long live Lagos State, long live Orile Iganmu community, long live OIPA.
Orile Iganmu gunu igunu ko Iganmu gunu Iganmu le